Hey everyone, this is Vortex, and today I'm going to talk about the masks of the world of Termina and Hyrule. Masks have been featured in the series ever since Ocarina of Time, but are the most prominent in Majora's Mask. Depending on the type of mask, they can give Link a variety of abilities, and some of these abilities are required to complete the game, and others are used for optional side quests or just for fun. Some of the masks in Hyrule and Termina have a history and purpose that is very subtle and unlikely to be noticed at first. The Spooky Mask is a mask found in Ocarina of Time, and it's part of the trading sequence. This mask seems to be pretty ordinary, but a few clues in the game give this mask a disturbing origin. If Link talks to the scientist at the Lakeside Laboratory while wearing the mask, he will tell Link that it was carved from wood taken from a coffin. If you wear the mask and talk to Dampé, he will ask Link if he knows what kind of mask it is and why he's still wearing it if he does. The Spooky Mask looks incredibly similar to the mask the Ray-Dead wear. This implies that the Spooky Mask is in fact a burial mask and that the Ray-Dead are reanimated corpses wearing these burial masks. And Link, knowing all of this, still happily wears the mask right on his face. Yuck. The Skull Mask is, like the Spooky Mask, part of the Ocarina of Time trading sequence. The mask itself is nothing too mysterious, but it is a vital piece of evidence for proving the Skull Kit from Ocarina of Time is the exact same as the one from Majora's Mask. As part of the mask trading sequence, the Skull Mask is sold to the Skull Kid in the Lost Woods, who easily sees through Link's disguise. He remarks that Link is wearing a very strange mask, but he likes it and he thinks it will make him look tougher. Given that Skull Kid recognizes Link at the end of the game and that he has the same fondness for intimidating masks as the Skull Kid of Ocarina of Time, it's implied that these two Skull Kids are one and the same. Thus, the very same Skull Kid was present early in Terminian history, before the world was split into four, then appeared in Hyrule during Ocarina of Time and he met Link, and sometime after that he returned to Termina again. Eventually, the same Skull Kid stole Majora's Mask and unleashed havoc upon Termina. In Andrew's grandmother's story, it is said that the Skull Kid was ordered to depart from Termina and return to the heavens, or risk being killed by the four giants. The heavens that Skull Kid returns to could possibly be Hyrule, as the portal between Hyrule and Termina seems to be a long drop down, or a long climb up. Skull Kid likely returned to Termina a long time after, out of loneliness and desire to see his friends again. When the Skull Kid takes a good look at Link at the start of the game, he remarks that Link is probably not going to be a problem. In this case, I think it's Majora's Mask speaking, as the Skull Kid is no longer in charge. Majora probably saw Link roaming the woods with Epona and figured he wouldn't pose a threat and he could easily toy around with him without repercussions. It's not until the end of the game that the actual Skull Kid sees Link and recognizes him by his scent. The All Night's Mask is, at first glance, a mask only useful for one purpose, not falling asleep during Andrew's grandmother's stories. It can be bought from the curiosity shop on the night of the final day for 500 rupees. The mask is described as forcing the wearer to stay awake for as long as the mask is being worn. This may sound relatively harmless, but eventually you will stumble upon a gossip stone in Romani Ranch, and it describes the All Night's Mask as such. A torture device of insomnia called the All Night Mask seems to be available at the curiosity shop. And suddenly, everything about this mask starts to make sense. The open wide bloodshot red eyes of the mask, caused by a lack of sleep, the armor padding that gives the mask the shape of a face, including the ears, to prevent the wearer from taking it off. The mask's only real purpose is it being a torture device aimed at forcing the wearer to stay awake until they go insane. A lack of sleep is actually quite dangerous. People have reported hallucinations caused by a lack of sleep, leading them to see and hear things that aren't actually there. They're overwhelmed by a feeling of panic and paranoia. Eventually, that person will become completely unresponsive and dies. And this mask was sold to a child by the curiosity shop man. The curiosity shop man himself says he forgot when it was made, but he describes it as being a creepy mask. It's likely the mask was sold to him by the thief Sakon, as most of his wares seem to come from this source. This means we'll probably never know where the mask originally came from. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, check out some of my other theories.